March 3rd, 2018. That's got to stick out to you a little bit. First game of the 10-day, you're in San Antonio. What kind of did that mean to get back, throw on the jersey?
That's big time because I think it was a long journey from when I last played in the NBA, at least in the regular season. And, there was ups and downs along the way. And then to finally be able to step on an NBA court again during the regular season and produce and play. And I think it was almost as satisfying or more satisfying than the first, my rookie season being able to play for the first time in the NBA.
The evolution from maybe Knicks Travis to what you saw you were able to do with the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
The difference.
Well, I'm a much better three-point shooter. I shoot a lot more threes now. I'm stretch four, a wing that could shoot, big that can shoot. But I think just having the mentality of playing fast, making quick decisions, playing without the ball in my hand, and really trying to complement the other players that are on the floor, and then just focusing on winning. It's all about winning. You just make winning plays. Nothing else matters. Everything else will fall into line if you just focus on competing. And I think that's the player I am now, and that's where I've grown since being in New York. In New York, as a rookie, you're kind of caught up in the hype of being in the NBA, who you're playing with, who you're playing against. Where now it's basketball. I got this jersey on, the other teams are in a different jersey. We're gonna try to beat the other team. At the end of the day, that's it. That's all that matters.
Was it the challenges within those 3 years? Were there defining moments? Well, I guess what kind of describe a little bit of that roller coaster? Because it didn't involve just playing in the G League.
There was definitely a lot of challenges, mental and physical. I think in the beginning it was physical because after my time with New York, I was coming off an injury overseas when I was playing in Spain. I was working through some physical, things, but that whole time I think I was just growing and maturing mentally and just taking it day by day. And I think after I came back over here and, got into the D League, the then D League, I started maturing more mentally and approaching every day as an opportunity to get better. And with that mindset, I really think that it helped me, especially last season, because I think last season was probably one of my best seasons as a pro, as far as, what I was able to produce on the court and my mentality and my positivity. It was a long journey, a lot of ups and downs, but, it's made me the player I am today, and I wouldn't change anything because I like the person I am today and I like the player I am today.
Playing in Spain, I guess it was a different system. What did you see individually that you came back here and you were like, oh, okay, I wouldn't have had that in my game if it wasn't for that experience?
Playing without the ball, and learning to create your shots without the ball in your hand. I think that's really benefited me the last year, last couple of years. Coming over here, setting screen, popping, getting your shot. Over there, it's a lot more, X's and O's, methodical, a little bit of a soccer feel where it's, pass, cut, pass to the basket. A little bit less one-on-one. But, you learn a lot, and there's the style is different, so it's always mentally challenging. So you have to, learn to, stay confident, stay composed, just, take it day by day, like I said. And you just, there's a lot of adversity and you fight through that. It's definitely molded me into the person I am now and the player I am now.
Have you seen the G League allowed you to kind of be able to form your game, or just the ability to kind of go into the season and just say, hey, I'm able to work on these things and also just play on the team? Yeah,
I give a lot of credit to our coaching staff and obviously Nick Mazzella as well in the front office with South Bay. Just reiterating to me, you're a great athlete, showcase that on the defensive end. Don't just, focus on being a knockdown three-point shooter, but, play both sides of the ball. I think Brian Walsh told me, our assistant with Jim, he's like, be a great defender that can shoot the ball. And, that'll keep you on the floor. It really will. If you could defend and lock up and, play without the ball, and then when you get your shot, knock it down, that'll keep you on the floor. And that's just, what it came down to. And being in a more intimate setting with the G League, smaller environment, it kind of allows you to feel more confident where you could go out on the floor and maybe test out some things that you wouldn't go out and do in front of 30,000 people. It helped me grow so much as a player, and I'm super grateful for that.
Rob Pelinka has stressed to a lot of players within the organization to get your physique to an all-time level. What has the offseason been for you? What's been your approach? What have you been working on?
Obviously continue to refine my shot so that I could shoot a high percentage physically. Keep myself at a good weight to where I could feel like I could run all day. I feel like I could defend all day and not get tired. Make sure my legs are strong, make sure my core is strong, make sure I'm strong enough to guard multiple positions and quick enough to guard multiple positions. But not overdoing it too. A lot of, it's a 5-month off season if you're not in the playoffs, so you don't want to, crush yourself in the beginning so that you're going into camp broken down. So it's definitely hard, but I mix in, 4 lifts a week and then 5 runs, practices, skill development. And then I like to take 2 days off too. Just to let your body rest and recover. But I definitely feel like I'm in the best shape of my life right now. I take really good care of my body. I eat well, stretch a lot. I do quite a bit of yoga. I got to balance it out with all the lifting and the pounding your body takes all the time. So I definitely think I'm in the best shape of my life.
What are the challenges that maybe people don't see, especially even last year where you're playing, you start again in the G League, and you're trying to just get that shot. What are the kind of just the day-to-day challenges that you're just trying to overcome and just focus on basketball?
I wouldn't say keeping yourself motivated, because I think as a professional, that's just a given. If you love this game, you're going to be motivated to play. But being positive every day, even when maybe the situation isn't as bright as you want it to be, just knowing that if you stay on the right path and you stay positive and you continue to work every day and try to get better, that eventually you're going to get your shot. And when you do, and if you've been working at it, you're going to produce when you get your shot. And I think that's what I did. I'm grateful for that opportunity that I was given, and I'm definitely happy with the way it's worked out so far.
I've heard these kind of words from you before when it comes to that approach and continuity, comfort, confidence, especially when we talked about shooting last year.
Yeah.
Where do you think, because you've had now that offseason to know you're coming back here, where kind of are each of those 3 things for you, like continuity, comfort, confidence in your game?
At an all-time high, of course. Being able to, build continuity with these guys and take that into the year, B.I. Kuz, Braun, Rondo, Jay Hart, Lonzo, all these guys. Just knowing how they play, and then for them seeing how I play, without the ball, seeing that I could get them open, screening, slipping, doing all that stuff, showcasing my ability to shoot, my confidence in every shot that I take, gives them confidence that when I'm open, like if they kick me the ball, it's going to go down. All that and building, towards a winning mentality, things that are going to help us win games in the regular season. I think it's been great this offseason.
Was that a motivating factor for you to sign the 2-way contract? Because I'm sure there were options on the table for you, but when this one presented it, what were the reasons that made you say, I want to come back and I want to sign this 2-way?
I just felt like this opportunity here was too good to pass up. I grew up being a Lakers fan. I love LA. Now, obviously, with LeBron coming in, and I think that the other roster additions that we have, it's going to be a special year. It's going to be a good year. And seeing that, it was just too good to pass up. And I just want to be a part of that. I want to contribute to that on a nightly basis. I wake up motivated every morning to be better and, to try and contribute to that. I want, it would be great to hang a banner up in LA. To do that, it would be a lifelong dream.